So I really want to talk about this song because I want to discuss Jesse Wells's use of a cover here. And Jesse Wells does a really amazing job of putting this kind of into context with the rest of his music, I think, because this song has some pretty covert lyrics, I would say. I think that this song has a pretty subtle way of saying, you are in the good times right now, so you can't see the bad times yet. But the bad times are coming for you, and you're not going to be prepared when they are. And I'm really interested in Jesse Wells's adaptation of this song because really it doesn't feel like Jesse Wells does anything without a reason. And to have these kind of moments of, oh, things are good for you, but you're not going to see the bad things coming, I think is very relevant to what's going on in society today. And I think slowly more and more people are becoming disillusioned to it, especially as more and more things go on. But people really did have all of these, oh, things are really good right now, these are my biggest problems, and the biggest problems being XYZ. I don't want to say that those problems weren't relevant or weren't like impactful to those people's lives, because they totally were. But the things that people were kind of coming back at them with were people will die and things are going to get really bad. And no one really wanted to listen. And so I think having this song be kind of a re-revival of these kind of moments really says something about what Jesse Wells is trying to put into the world and how he sees people's reactions. And I wanted to put this song in conversation with Eroding Witness because of the respect for the artists that kind of happened in the past. Nathaniel Mackey, I think, has immense respect for the artists that came before him throughout Eroding Witness. And putting all of these works in community with each other, I think will build the strength of each of these. And so having two artists like Jesse Wells and Nathaniel Mackey, who both have such deep respect for the artists and poets who came before them, I don't think it's inappropriate to put them together as two artists who speak in tandem with each other, using these kind of cover moments, or at least in Nathaniel Mackey's case, I'm going to say these little quotes at the beginning of his poetry and his little epitaphs that he kind of uses throughout. I'm going to kind of use those as like cover moments where you can see Nathaniel Mackey has an almost cover-like distinction between these works of art, works of fiction that he's bringing in, or song lyrics, or etc., 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 bringing in to talk about the things he's trying to talk about. And I really think that Wells and Mackey are both on a level of letting artists of the past who have already said what they're trying to say it again for them. I believe that this focus and community orientation will really bring the conversation back and center it on, I think, Wells's hope, which is for the conversation to be centered around hope. We see him talk about his role as an artist, and I'll put the clip here.
What do you enjoy about this whole experience?
It's a great shade of red, the carpet. Yeah, I think that's wonderful. Yeah.
What's keeping you optimistic in 2026?
The innate feeling of a duty to be optimistic and to have faith in the future. I think it's the responsibility of artists not to grow cynical.
How do you stay from doing that?
All my efforts. Yeah.
And with this, I think other people are really forced to look at their own role. I mean, I've been thinking of my own role as academic. I've been thinking of different things, and I think Wells's reaction to all the work that came before him allows him to be a deeper and more understanding artist.